What's up, Eddie?
What up?
It's your boy DTLF and your girl Yossi. Just tapping back in, man, post game. Unfortunately, the Lakers fall 114 to 109. But, I mean, it wasn't too many positives in this one. Like, the Lakers they were sleepwalking. I felt like the Knicks controlled the pace from beginning to end. First off, I want to say very special thanks, man, to my brother Mookie, man. Again, for this early birthday present he gave me. And my girl, man, he knew that the Knicks were my second favorite team, and he sent us this one. So I appreciate it, bro. It was definitely a fun game with, sadly not the result we wanted, but
Yeah, right?
but we still got to witness history, so we're still happy. But yeah, man. So we started off with the banner unveiling. It looked really cool. It looks unique. You guys saw it on TV, I'm sure. I like it. It didn't take up a lot of space. Looked pretty cool. So what do you think? What did you think of the banner?
Nice.
It looked nice, huh? Unique. It was unique. It wasn't like the other banners.
Mm-hmm.
It had a different shape to it, so that was cool. So we'll start with that. That's the positive. The halftime show was pretty cool. They did like a circus thing, right?
Yeah, but the girl had a balance on the the pole.
Yeah, so that was really cool. They're like, man, that sounded wrong.
I know.
You said the girl had a balance on his pole. No.
It
it was some guy that was holding up a pole on his shoulder, and the girl was climbing it to the top.
And she had a balance
Yeah,
on it.
and she had a that's the way you said it, though. So that was cool. And then there was, during the timeout, there was something that really bothered me, man. It bothered me because I feel like the youth is really struggling here. So two youngsters were playing tic-tac-toe in the middle of center court. And they had to score a bucket and then come back and place the piece in one of the slots, right? Tell me why this one guy was putting it in the same slot. He would have been one, but he kept putting it in the same slot. And I was thinking to myself, whoa, these kids nowadays don't even know how to play tic-tac-toe. What's going on? And that was very indicative of the game because, look, the Lakers came into this game with, no Mitchell Robinson, so their rim protection was gone from the get. And we gave them too much respect. We treated them like they got rim protectors because we kept settling for threes, guys. We ended up settling for threes, and I thought that was the biggest difference at the end. The New York Knicks actually went inside, and they spaced us out nicely, while our Lakers just settled for threes time and time again. And we didn't knock them down. Some of them were open, and some of them were good shots. I'm not complaining about those. It was the one that we came up in transition, LeBron just pulling up. And even though LeBron damn near had a triple-double, he didn't really have a good game. He missed a lot of layups. He was settling for fadeaways and stuff instead of just putting his head down and attacking and drawing the foul. So, very disappointing finish to what was a fun night for us. D'Angelo Russell, man, I got to talk about him. And I'll get to you guys' comments. I'll have my girl read you guys' comments in a little bit. But D'Angelo Russell, I don't know what's going on with him, man. He had a good 2 first weeks of the season, and then he's kind of just been sprinkles all over the donut. Like, he's had a handful of good games in between, but every time he goes up against shifty, speedy guards, he's almost unplayable. Really disappointed to see. There was a moment when Darvin Ham brought him back in, and we fell down to below 10 again. If that doesn't happen, if Darvin doesn't make that huge mistake of bringing in D'Angelo Russell and Taurean Prince, when Austin had it going, we probably win this game, right? There's a good amount of things that Darvin did that really pissed me off tonight. That was one of them. It was in the fourth quarter, right? It's like he just goes away from momentum. And D'Angelo Russell is looking more and more tradable because defensively he's not there. Did you see how weak he was defensively tonight? He wasn't even rotating, nothing, guys. And LeBron, look, I don't go in on LeBron, but tonight, even though he had a triple-double, it seemed more like a stat-pack game. It wasn't really impactful. Like, his buckets didn't come in timely manners. If anything, it was AD and Austin Reeves that was carrying us offensively tonight. And LeBron James was setting the table, which was nice, but we actually needed him to be aggressive. He had Julius Randle on him and gave him too much respect as if he was going up against an elite defensive player. He just avoided the paint. And whenever he would go into the paint, he just settled for, fadeaways and contested jump shots. So I thought those were the biggest differences in the game. And Jalen Brunson actually cooked us. Emmanuel quickly came in off the bench and absolutely just punished us. R.J. Barrett, every time he got matched up against D'Lo, barbecue chicken alert. Even if he wasn't getting the ball, he was moving, shifting D'Lo, losing him, and then getting the hockey assist to somebody else whenever the defense overhelped. Again, there's certain players in this team, D'Angelo being the primary, that really cannot guard very much. He's only good when there's slow, unathletic players out there, and that's become a huge concern for me. I'm not saying we got to trade him, but I am saying it's definitely something to look at because it's like playing 5-on-4 at times. But, Rui, he was okay in spurts, nothing special there. Austin continues to be aggressive. I like the way he's playing. Had a couple of turnovers I didn't like, but I love the way he played tonight. Anthony Davis, ever since the in-season tournament, he has been a dog. LeBron's kind of taking his foot off the pedal a little bit. He's like in cruise mode. If LeBron would have been on tonight, we win. But anyways, I'll take questions now, fam.
All right, Alan, when is Gabe coming back?
I thought he would come back tonight. They said there was a potential that he might come back tonight. He did not, so TBD, to be determined. But this was, again, very winnable game. They don't have any rim protection, and the Lakers are allergic to paint ball. Our strength is in the paint.
All right, Kamika, I don't understand why he didn't play Wood tonight.
Yeah, you see, that's what pisses me off about Darvin. Another golden opportunity to put in a big man who can do multiple things and score in the paint and space out a little bit, and nothing. The lack of adjustments. He got outcoached again by Thibodeau. Thibodeau won with less on his roster.
Monica, the fact are the Clippers are the better team right now, and as much as we hate them, it's the truth. Kobe and Paul won real NBA championships, including that 2009 and 2010 NBA championships. First is a curse right now.
No. Let's stop it right there. Don't go gassing the stinkers. Look, listen. The stinkers couldn't even win the in-season tournament. What makes you think? What makes you think that? Listen, what makes you win anything? They couldn't even get into the in-season tournament. Don't be fooled. They're fool's gold. We've seen this movie. Not going to talk about the stinkers tonight.
All right, Patrick. No rebounding.
Well, Darvingham prefers to go small and have Rui and LeBron out there, and Jackson Hayes, who's losing me more and more. He's also looking very unplayable at times. Should have played Christian Wood tonight.
Deep Prince, trade him to Detroit for Monty. He can take his preaching ass there to youngsters. Monty should be a win-now coach, not a rebuilding coach.
And here's another thing. Coach, again, had many opportunities to challenge plays that weren't fouls. The Laker fans, we were booing our hearts out. There was a lot of bogus calls out there that could have changed the course of this game. And did he ever use the challenge? I think not. So, again, Coach Darvingham not using all of his resources. It's very disappointing and very disheartening.
Patrick, Reddish got cooked and had zero offense.
Reddish didn't have the best game tonight. Neither did LeBron, even though statistically he looks phenomenal. If you didn't watch the game and you see the stats on LeBron, you would think he had a phenomenal game. But LeBron was kind of just chill mode tonight, both defensively and offensively. The best two players tonight, hands down, were Reeves and AD. We needed LeBron tonight. Unfortunately, he did not show up. Guess who did show up, though? Guess who did show up, right? Their point guard, Jalen Brunson. Guess who else showed up? Julius Randle. Who else? Quickly. So they had a big three tonight. We did not.
Jose, hey, Dad, did you see the dog in the front floor? I was hoping Dad will put him in the defense.
Yo, that dog was a Chico, though, babe.
Yeah.
He won the dance competition, man. I was like, hey, they should have gave it to him. He cheated. He brought Chewbacca to the game. I thought it was cute, though.
Kevin, damn, this is so frustrating. We were supposed to win this winnable game. The Lakers are lazy on defense.
You know what? They've taken their foot off the gas ever since they showed us all what they can do in the in-season tournament. Throughout the course of this season, that this team can when they want to. They haven't been wanting to. They let the Spurs walk on us. We let the New York Knicks come in here and take a very winnable victory. We could have won that game. And let's see how far we're willing to go before we start waking up again. But I do feel we have a need for a backup big. Maybe we can trade for another scoring guard like Jordan Clarkson. I'm sorry, I like D'Lo, big fan of his, but I just don't think he fits here. Defensively, he's not there.
Search and destroy.
Search.
Kevin's a terrible coach.
Complaining whenever stuff was happening, right? That wasn't supposed to happen. For example, Reeves makes a nice little push, right? And we're within 5. They call a timeout. And Darvingham He loses every time they call a timeout because his adjustments suck out of the timeout. He brings back D'Angelo, Russell, Torian Prince for Vando and Reeves, and we lose all momentum. Game over. I told my girl that game is over. Look at the substitutions. Even if we make a run, it's not gonna be enough. Too little, too late. That's exactly what happened. And then on top of that, bruh, we had paint advantages all night. Julius Randle's their best defender. Hartstein, man, listen, he's a second tier big man. He's not even a real center. He's more like a power forward who hustles. I give him credit, but no rim protection. And the Lakers just settled for too many threes. That is the ultimate reason why we lost the game. Darvingham didn't make the adjustments. We settled, and we missed.
Jonathan, D'Lo Booty.
Yeah, man. Listen, if he's not scoring and playmaking, he's not doing nothing for us. Not rebounding, not defending. So yeah, he's kind of a one-trick pony. I hate to say because I love him. We drafted him, but it might be time to move out of that contract. It might be. I'm just saying, unless he wakes his punk ass up and starts playing real basketball.
Stanley, Ham need to get fired. You don't need to be better if not traded. So, can we include Darvingham in a trade package?
Yeah, technically yes. Do you guys remember when Doc Rivers got traded from the Celtics to the Clippers? Technically you can. Question is who's going to want him in a trade package.
Let's see. Robert, I want Trae Young.
Man, listen, you and me both, buddy. But I don't think it's going to be that cheap to acquire him. But look, I talked to you guys pre-game about my untouchables. If we just keep Cam Reddish, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Vando, I think we can work around the rest to improve this roster. I really do. You know, I think those are the 5 core players I want to hold on to. Everybody else, it wouldn't hurt me. It would hurt me because I like Rui, but we're not using him properly. We're not posting him up. We're not doing the things that gives strength to his game, right? He really should be starting over Torian Prince. I think he would be more effective offensively. Prince might be a better defender, but maybe not because I like Rui's big body, the way he utilizes that to keep guys out of the paint. But still, like I think Rui should start over Prince. Is my opinion. I think he'd be better utilized starting than off the bench.
See, High Rocket, too many threes.
Facts. You live by the 3, you die by the 3. This is modern day NBA. It makes me sick. I was talking to my girl on the way out. Like, listen, we had many opportunities to seize momentum, and we settled or finished with the hand one. Every time we did attack, we were having success in catching up. We never got over the hump. Mitchell Robinson, your best defender is Julius Randle, and the last thing you want is living in the paint, right? So you're doing them a favor when you settle for those stupid ass 3-point shots. We're not the Warriors, ladies and gentlemen. That's not our strength. Yeah, we can knock them down from time to time. How about we go in the paint? How about we run some more pick and roll between LeBron and AD? How about we, we move some cutters off of the perimeter when LeBron's getting all the attention and maybe some backdoor lobs and stuff. Just mix it up.
Jonathan, Ham has some of the worst rotations I've seen in my life.
Yeah, fam. And he loses the momentum. When we get in momentum, Darvingham will make a substitution that will make us lose that momentum, unfortunately. The good news is these losses are coming now because guess what, man? After December, shit gets serious, right? If we need to make trades, we'll make trades. If we need to acquire somebody from the buyout market, we'll do that. But this is always the time it gets sluggish. This is why I like the in-season tournament. It kind of showed us what we could be when we're firing on all cylinders, but we got to get our head back in the game. Since the in-season tournament ended, we're 1-3. That's not good.
Mitchell, why didn't the Lakers draft Mitchell Robinson? Big mistake, man.
That was a mistake. Listen, NBA teams make tons of mistakes. We'll hit sometimes like we did with certain players, but you'll also make mistakes. I think the Lakers made a mistake this season too by not drafting my guy, Jaime Hawkins. But it's still early. I don't want to, again, overreact to it, but imagine somebody like Jamie. He could have been in the game. He could have been, playing some solid defense, helping us get some buckets. It's unfortunate.
Stanley, we need to be top seed by end of season. Lakers need to have good start, not slow LeBron mid layups, even the closing 20-plus points, and the whole team. Please win one more game.
Yeah, the facts. LeBron definitely didn't set the tone tonight. I always tell people, as great as Anthony Davis is, and tonight he was phenomenal, we go as LeBron goes. When he's aggressive and he's puppeteering the defense, whether he's attacking or passing. Tonight he did a great job of distributing. He just wasn't aggressive enough, and he wasn't finishing when he was aggressive. So he kind of had an off game, even though by his standards an off game is still pretty good, right? 20-plus point triple-double. But it just wasn't good enough to put us over the top. And again, D'Angelo has become a weak point on this team because he's no longer playmaking or hitting shots efficiently enough where you can overlook the lack of defense or his flat-footed slowness. So now he started looking like more of a tradable piece, right? And that's unfortunate because, again, I like the kid. I root for him. I wish him the best. But, man, it's like I was there live. Shout out to Mookie for that. And I get to see him, when the camera's not pointing at him. I saw there was a couple times when he didn't crash the glass. He was leaking out in transition. Gave up a second chance rebound. Maybe if he would have been there helping crash the team rebounding, maybe we, don't give up that extra three-pointer. Instead, he was at half court. And he's slow. He's like slugging his way over. He looked like Jabba the Hutt as slow as he moves, bro. And I'm like, man, we just gave up a second chance rebound and a three because D'Lo didn't get back. He shouldn't have been at the half court. He's not a fast break player anyway.
Monica, they still love Jordan Clarkson and D'Lo would be playing well if Kobe was still playing. Kobe would have seasoned most of them under his wing, and they would be showing that Mamba mentality.
Monica, I love Kobe, but we got to let the man rest. This is a new era. This is a new team, right? And Kobe already had his crack with those two, and unfortunately, they weren't ready yet, right? So we can't even say that because those youngsters still weren't seasoned. However, I love Kobe Bryant. This is a different era, right? Different time, so we can't compare apples to oranges. I agree that Kobe was a different type of leader. He would lead by example. But LeBron's a good leader as well. If anything, LeBron picks up all of his teammates. He tried to get them going. Taurean Prince had so many wide open shots, he just missed them. LeBron can't guide that three-point shot in, right? And I'm like the biggest Kobe lover, the biggest supporter, the biggest fan, but we got to let the man rest. We can't bring him up every time we lose, right? LeBron had a bad game. Chalk it up as that. And he needs to be better the next game. But he wasn't the only one, right? Obviously, D'Angelo didn't have a great game. Taurean Prince, subpar. He missed a bunch of threes. Rui was okay. Nothing special tonight. Jackson Hayes was horrible. He continues to be a cone on defense, or he gets in foul trouble. We can call out a lot of players. But truth be told, I think LeBron's a great leader, but they're different kinds of leaders. Again, Kobe would lead by example, by scoring and taking over games. LeBron James has his spurts where he does that, but he mostly leads by making the right play and getting his teammates' confidence up, right? So it's a little bit different. Two types of different leaderships. Love them both to death.
Gregory, he's a low IQ big.
Yeah, unfortunately, he hasn't lived up to what we wanted him to be, right? We wanted him to play the JaVale McGee role. He's not disciplined enough. He's got the athleticism, he's got everything, but the IQ is lacking a little bit, unfortunately, so far, unless he turns up in the second half of the season.
Blink, no excuses. LeBron been playing trash in season as well.
Absolutely. Well, no, I wouldn't say in the in-season. I thought he was out of his mind in the in-season tournament. He kind of has taken his foot off the gas, and he's admitted, and even his trainers and his coaches have admitted, that he tends to have like a sweet spot when he turns up. Yeah, I agree. Tonight wasn't his night. As simple as that. Got to hold him accountable just like everybody else. He didn't have the best night, even though he put up the numbers, and his fans will tell you that he was, that we're crazy, that he almost had a triple-double. It's not about that, because then we're sounding like Russell Westbrook fans if we hang on that hat, right? So we got to be smarter with the way we dissect the game. I saw the whole game. I'll tell you, LeBron could have had a much better game. But it's okay. We live to fight another day, fam.
Will, had Prince made them 3 tonight, we'd win this game.
But that's just the thing. We shouldn't have to rely on a chance of a shot. Not get it. It's a hit or make or miss league. But we should force our will and dominate in the paint. Again, what happened to the basketball? What happened to the game I love of dominating in the paint and taking, exploiting your mismatches? Hartstein on AD, we should have been feeding him. He should have had 50 tonight. Julius Randle guarding LeBron James. LeBron honestly could have cooked him all night. But, again, we are settling. I feel like it's so much easier for a basketball player to shoot threes because it doesn't take a lot of effort just to rise up and pull it rather than attack the rim, get bumped and bruised. That's why I think they shy away from it sometimes. It's a long grind during the season. And I think sometimes they don't want it. They don't want those, potential injury risks. They don't want that extra effort it takes. But I'm an old school basketball fan, and I wish, like, guys' eyes used to light up. Like, back in the day, Shaq would have been like, oh, shit, I got Harstein on me? I'm dropping 60 feet tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of mentality I wish our superstars had. But sometimes they kind of settle for fadeaways. They settle for threes. They settle for shots that they shouldn't be taking.
All right. Jeremy, did Max Christie play? I didn't see the game.
Man, to be honest with you, did he play?
I don't think he did.
Actually, I just noticed. You pointed it out. I don't think he played.
No.
I was so focused on the game, I didn't even notice it. Yeah, he might have not played. But to be fair, he didn't have the best game last game when he started. Whereas the Spurs, right? So maybe they punished him for it. I don't know. But the one thing I'll say about Max Christie is the work ethic is there. Every time I come to the game, I see him. He's the first one out of the tunnel. The first one shooting free throws to start the game. He's the first one shooting free throws at the halftime, or just mid-range shots and three-pointers. Try to get shots up. I like his work ethic. He'll eventually stick. I'm not worried about him.
Stanley, LeBron was good in Spurs. LeBron being good. Offense as LeBron fan, hold him accountable. What? Monica, AD is looking more and more like the leader of this team, and he's been consistent in taking the MVP conversation with forces. Even in these losses, he's playing a strong game right now.
AD has been tremendous after the in-season tournament. I feel like it kind of fueled his fire and sparked him up. I love what Anthony Davis is doing. However, I still think LeBron is the leader and the key. If you notice, tonight he didn't show up, we lost. Had he shown up, we win. If LeBron would have had a 30-piece like I wanted him to, and set the tone and, got their defense in foul trouble and stuff, we win. But then again, we have to remember, this guy's about to be 39. I still have high expectations for him and all, but do I expect him to do it every game? Probably realistically not. And I'm not going to make excuses for him. He just didn't play his best basketball today. But I will say this, AD has impressed me lately, and I hope he keeps it up. Because even though LeBron James is the key to this game, we don't win a championship without Anthony Davis. So they kind of go hand in hand. It's like 1A, 1B, right? I don't think AD is the leader of this team, though, because he needs to show it to me for a whole year instead of in spurts, right? He's had moments where he struggles as well, just like LeBron did tonight. And I'm not so quick to hand him the keys. I think he's a defensive leader of this team for sure. But we're talking about overall leader and who takes over in the fourth and who leads us to more victories, it's LeBron. It's LeBron, I understand. It's starting to sound like some people have a disdain for LeBron, but it only comes out when he struggles, like tonight. We got to keep the same energy because LeBron has been carrying us all season long. And AD really has, come alive here in the second half. Remember, he also had a horrible game versus the Denver Nuggets. He's had horrible games here and there, but you're right. AD has stepped up big time. I'll give him his flowers. He's been killing it. Let's hope he stays healthy. That's the biggest thing with him.
Victor, why is he put in the doghouse?
I don't know, bro. Last year, we didn't get to see Tristan Thompson. I thought we would see him play some minutes because he has experience, right? You thought, oh, this guy's been in the trenches with LeBron. He's going to get some PT. And unfortunately, that time never came. We didn't give him no PT. So I'm very concerned about this coach and the way he treats bigs. He did it with Thomas Bryant, too, right? Thomas Bryant was playing some phenomenal basketball when AD went missing with his injury. And then as soon as AD came back, he just put him away on the shelf. He ends up requesting a trade. We lose him. And now he's doing it with Christian Wood. It's like the third thing. So this makes me wonder if Darvin Ham is not very fond of bigs, right? Or maybe his basketball IQ is not as great as we thought he was when he did the introductory press conference. I don't know. But it is concerning because Wood just had a nice game the last game, and he gets a DNP here. So. Let's get 2 or 3 more questions in there because my phone's finna die, y'all. Listen, man. Still have fun even though we lost. It's always a blast to be at the game with my girl. Shout out to Mookie for those tickets.
Shout out to Mookie.
Thank you so much for the early birthday present, bro. My birthday is on the 20th, so make sure y'all hit that like button for your boy, man. Is there a game on the 20th? I'm not sure.
I think there is.
If there is,
Yes.
I may do pre-game, but I probably won't do post-game because it's my birthday and I'm going to kick it with my family. Yeah, so we'll see. But final questions, y'all.
Hey, friends, the only solution to this is 5 players that doesn't shriek under bright lights in LA and the pressure of being a Laker. Maybe Trey or Donovan.
I would love either of those 2 players. It's a pipe dream for now, though. But that could change. But for now, it's a pipe dream. I would think smaller, like guys like Jordan Clarkson and maybe Valanciunas is a backup big, somebody like that, you know. Maybe Marcus Smart. Those type of. I would love another defensive guard to go with the wings we have. Marcus Smart would be dope. Somebody along those lines, you know. Gabe Vincent could be what we're clamoring for. We don't know yet, though. All right, 2 more questions.
All right, first of all, let's say thank you to Serge.
Serge.
Joy is putting in that work.
Appreciate you, my brother. Hey, listen, we went to the mail to put in your stuff on Saturday, and it was closed. My mom told me it would be open on Saturday, so I rely on that.
Wow.
I'm going to go tomorrow for sure. For sure tomorrow, man. A number of obstacles, but we got you, brother. Thank you.
All right, let's see. Jeremy, Danny, how were your seats? Close enough? They were great. Anywhere you
Yeah, it's beautiful, bro. Listen, y'all know how a lot of people's happy place on earth is Disneyland? This is my happy place on earth, bro. I could be sitting in the parking lot. If there was a big screen in front of me, I would enjoy that game. You know what I mean? It don't matter. But the seats were great, to answer your question. It's always phenomenal. The environment was great. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Mookie.
Thank you, Mookie. Thank you, brother. And it's always great, bro. Like, we got to be a part of history. We got to see the in-season tournament banner unveiled. You know what I'm saying? We got a free shirt. It was awesome, man. You can't explain it, the feeling of just being there. And we got to see some good basketball. It was a competitive game. Unfortunately, it doesn't always end up in your favor. But just being there, man, witnessing history is always phenomenal. So I'm very grateful.
Reagan, any advice for my long flight over Dad if I get aging on the plane?
Mama mentality, brother. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Mind over matter. Remember that. All I would do is, it really feels like the only scary part is ascension, right? When you're first taking off, it rattles a bit. But outside of that, bro, I promise you, it feels like a car ride. You don't even have to sit next to the window. You know what I'm saying? If you have a tablet or something you can take, put music, whatever, man. It's going to feel like a car ride. Don't think about it.
I can't really say on that because I've never been on a plane.
My girl's also afraid of heights, so I can't wait to take her out of this country.
I always say I want to go travel, but then the thought of getting on a plane.
She's going to do it. Trust me, she's going to do it.
Totally.
You know, got to get on road. I got her to do all kinds of stuff, so she's going to do it. It's just, again, mind over matter, brother. You got this, buddy. And just remember, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. All right? So when you get here, you're going to have a blast, and I hope you do, bro. Final question. Give me one more.
All right. A lot of people are saying thank you to Monica's family. They're saying happy birthday to TLF.
Hey, thank you guys, man. Appreciate y'all. It's on 20th, so in a couple of days. But this was a phenomenal gift, man. I'm so grateful. Thank you again. And thank you guys for all the support.
One last one. A question, right? One last
one last question.
One last question.
One for the road.
Let me scroll real quick. All right.
Just remember, y'all, it's a long season. Don't get too down on the loss. I know it sucks. Losing 3 out of 4 sucks, especially when we're on such a roll. But we'll get back up.
Okay. Final question. Jeremy, Dan, is Gabe Vincent the new nun?
I hope not. I mean, it's too early to predict that. I think he's going to come back, and I hope that he gives us a massive production. Kendrick Nunn, unfortunately, his injuries didn't let him play, so that's unfortunate. But hopefully not, bro. I wouldn't want to put that on no man. Nobody. Right?
There you go.
Is that it? Thank you, guys.
Oh, yeah, and Kane, Dad, did you wear your Santa Bron shirt? Did anyone comment?
I did wear my Santa Bron shirt.
Yeah.
And I saw a lot of people looking at it, so, yeah. I'm sure they were curious. They didn't, they're probably starstruck. They didn't want to ask me where I got it from, but it's all gravy, baby. ShopCoreKings.com. Y'all know what it is, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Much love, Laker family. It's going to wrap it up for us. Signing off from the road here at the 10 freeway on the way home.
Right on. Thanks, Mookie.
Thank you, Mookie. Thank you, brother. Thank you, everybody, for tapping in, man. I will catch y'all pretty soon. More content to come. Signing off, man, from the road. Peace.